The temple was silent, draped in twilight shadows, the air humming with whispers of unseen wisdom and truth. I stood at the threshold, heart heavy with doubts and dreams, seeking guidance from the eternal well of compassion. Buddha appeared, radiant yet serene, his presence filling the space with profound stillness and an unspoken promise of peace. His gaze met mine, gentle and knowing, unraveling the turmoil tangled within the depths of my restless soul. "What burdens you, traveler?" Buddha asked, his voice resonating like a delicate thread weaving through the fabric of existence. My words faltered, emotions surging like tides, spilling stories of longing, fear, and the relentless ache for understanding and meaning. He listened patiently, eyes unclouded and kind, absorbing my storm without judgment, offering neither haste nor dismissal. "Breathe deeply," he began. "Life flows as the river, gentle yet unwavering, nurturing yet carving its path with infinite grace." I inhaled, the air thick with the scent of old wood, dust, and the faint sweetness of nearby blooming sakura trees. "Why does suffering linger, Master?" I asked, my voice trembling with the weight of countless unanswered questions and unspoken yearnings. "Suffering arises, dear one, from attachment to illusions and aversions to truths that challenge the fragile ego," he explained. "But how does one transcend suffering's grip when its roots dig deep into the heart's soil?" I pleaded softly. "The heart must first find stillness, accepting impermanence, and surrendering to the flow of life's transient beauty," he said. "I fear the silence, the void that comes when attachments dissolve and the ego fades into obscurity," I admitted. Buddha smiled gently, his wisdom unraveling the fear etched into my being with words like light upon the darkness. "Silence is not emptiness, but a symphony of existence, waiting to reveal harmony to those who truly listen," he said. "It cracks open the heart to hold deeper understanding." The young man furrowed his brow, his confusion visible, and asked, "How can I embrace pain when all I want is to escape it?" Buddha placed a hand lightly on the ground, as if connecting with the earth itself. "Walk not with haste, nor idle in the shadows, but let your steps be guided by love and compassion," he said. I gazed into the vastness surrounding us, the stars beginning to blink awake, their light faint yet resolute. The wind rustled through the leaves, carrying the scent of blossoms. As Buddha began a story. "Long ago," he said, "there was a bird who sang only in joy, fearing the rain and silence of sorrow. Purpose is not found in the search, but in the act of embracing the present moment fully," he shared. Can I truly embrace life when pain and loss weigh heavily on every breath and every step? I wondered aloud. You can, through mindful presence, allowing each breath to anchor your spirit in the realm of now, he replied. Each word resonated deeply, carving paths of realization within my mind, carving solace within my aching heart. The desires of the heart often stir the waters of life into chaos, clouding your vision, he gently cautioned. But how do we distinguish the desires that guide from those that lead astray? I asked with earnest curiosity. Compassion guides, selfishness distracts. Seek what nourishes others while feeding your soul's growth, he answered firmly, yet kindly. The temple bell rang softly in the distance, echoing through the air like whispers of celestial guardians. I fear failure, Master. I fear falling short of the ideals carved into my conscience, I admitted. Failure is not the end, but a teacher, presenting lessons to those brave enough to listen and evolve, Buddha said. I yearn for connection, yet isolation drapes itself over my shoulders like an unwanted cloak, I said quietly. Connection thrives where love flows freely, unburdened by expectations, nurturing and accepting both self and others, Buddha replied. The warmth of his presence felt like sunlight streaming through leaves, reaching the untouched corners of my weary soul. How can I nurture self-love without falling into vanity or selfishness? I asked, fearing the dual edge of self-awareness. True self-love is humble, recognizing worth while remaining bound to the roots of kindness and gratitude, Buddha explained. The moon rose higher, casting silver light upon the world, a reminder of life's impermanence and quiet magnificence. Buddha, will you guide me to the peace I seek? I asked, hoping for a path illuminated by his wisdom. Peace is not given nor found, but cultivated, just as gardens flourish when cared for with patience and attention, he said. But the weeds of anger and regret seem relentless, overpowering the blossoms struggling to survive, I said mournfully. Let go of the weeds. Relinquish their hold by forgiving. For forgiveness frees the spirit trapped in past storms, he said. The wisdom filled the air, wrapping around me like a blanket of truths I had neglected to embrace for far too long. You must walk your path with courage, each step nourishing seeds of enlightenment within your soul, Buddha instructed. His words settled within, not as commands, but as gentle nudges guiding me towards the person I was meant to become. The shadows of doubt began to fade as the light of understanding slowly awakened within the horizons of my heart. I bowed deeply, gratitude overwhelming me as Buddha's radiance seemed to merge with the very fabric of existence. You are the artist of your life's canvas. Paint with strokes of wisdom, compassion, and authenticity, Buddha advised kindly. And as I stood to leave, the temple transformed, not into a place but a state of being deeply rooted within. Another day. Another chance to seek clarity and untangle the webs of illusion that bound my heart tightly. The morning sun bathed the forest in soft gold, as birds sang melodies of freedom and life. Unbridled and pure, I walked toward the temple once more, feeling both the weight of yesterday's lessons and the hope of new revelations. Buddha sat beneath a towering banyan tree, his form both grounded and transcendent, radiating peace that touched everything around him. As I approached, he opened his eyes slowly, his gaze tender yet piercing, as if seeing beyond my physical presence. Welcome, traveler, he said, his voice like a ripple across a tranquil pond, carrying wisdom and kindness in equal measure. Master, I have returned, seeking more answers. Though I fear my questions multiply faster than my understanding, I confessed humbly. Buddha nodded, his expression unchanging, a testament to his boundless patience and unshaken resolve to guide others on their journeys. Questions are seeds of growth. They blossom into understanding only when nurtured with curiosity, courage, and open-hearted contemplation, he explained. Master, why is it that knowing truth often feels heavier than ignorance? Despite its clarity? I asked cautiously. Truth is weightless, yet we burden it with expectations, fear, and resistance, making it seem like a boulder upon our hearts. His words settled within me like drops of rain, each one sinking deeply into the parched soil of my soul. But how do we unburden the truth? Stripping it of fear and false meaning? I pressed, desperate to understand, by accepting it fully, neither clinging to its brightness nor recoiling from its shadows. Truth simply is, he said calmly. The sun climbed higher, casting dappled light upon us. The interplay of light and shadow mirroring his teachings on duality. What if the truth shatters the life we have built, leaving us in ruin and despair? I asked hesitantly. Ruin can be a foundation, despair, a doorway. Both invite transformation if you are willing to step through with courage. I absorbed his words, each one challenging the resistance within me, gently dismantling the barriers I had unknowingly erected for years. Master, I long for freedom, yet the past clings to me like chains. How do I release its grip? I asked. The past exists only in memory, its weight illusory. Release comes when you stop grasping and allow the moment to flow. But my memories haunt me, their echoes loud, their images vivid, dragging me into their depths. I said with heavy sorrow, memories are shadows of what was, not what is. Shine light upon them, and their power diminishes, Buddha advised gently. The breeze rustled the leaves, each sound blending into a soothing symphony of nature's wisdom and harmony with existence. Master, why does the heart crave connection, only to find pain intertwined with its joy? I asked, searching for solace. Connection teaches us impermanence and interdependence. Pain and joy are but dancers in life's intricate, fleeting rhythm, he explained serenely. I closed my eyes, envisioning dancers swirling through the theater of existence, their movements both graceful and unpredictable. How do we embrace this dance when the fear of losing grips us tightly? I asked, my voice trembling slightly. By cherishing the present, for each moment holds infinite beauty. Fear cannot reside where gratitude and awareness flourish, he said. Master, the world's suffering weighs heavily on me. I feel helpless against its vastness. I confessed with quiet anguish. The world's suffering is vast, but your compassion is boundless. Tend to what you can, and the ripples will follow. His words struck a chord within me, awakening a sense of purpose I had yet to fully articulate or grasp. But will my small efforts truly matter against the ocean of pain that engulfs humanity? I asked with genuine uncertainty. An ocean is made of drops. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to the whole, he said resolutely. The simplicity of his answer pierced through my doubts, planting a seed of hope where despair had once flourished unchecked. Master, can compassion truly transform a hardened heart, one that has known only pain and bitterness? I inquired thoughtfully. Compassion softens even the hardest stone, not by force, but through its persistent, gentle touch, Buddha replied with confidence. The sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the temple grounds, a silent reminder of life's fleeting nature. Master, how does one live fully when death looms as an inevitable certainty? I asked, grappling with the ultimate question. To live fully is to embrace death as part of life, allowing it to guide rather than paralyze you. His words carried a paradoxical comfort, bridging the chasm between existence and its eventual cessation with grace and acceptance. Master, is enlightenment a destination we reach, or is it woven into the journey itself? I asked, eager to understand. Enlightenment is not a destination, but a way of being. It unfolds with each moment of presence and awareness. His response illuminated the path ahead, not as a singular goal, but as a continuous unfolding of understanding and growth. What if I falter, losing my way amid life's trials and distractions? I asked, fearing my own vulnerability and flaws. Faltering is not failing. Each stumble offers wisdom. Each return to the path strengthens your resolve, Buddha reassured kindly. The temple bell rang faintly in the distance, its sound reverberating through the air like a gentle reminder of impermanence. Master, will you walk with me always, guiding me when my steps waver? I asked, seeking his enduring presence. I am within you, as is wisdom. Seek not my shadow, but the light that resides within your being, he said. The moon began to rise, its silver glow illuminating the world with a softness that mirrored Buddha's unyielding compassion. I bowed deeply, the lessons of the day etched into my heart, their weight both grounding and liberating my spirit. As I walked away, the forest seemed alive with the echoes of his teachings, a living testament to his infinite wisdom. Another day awaited, another opportunity to seek, to learn, and to walk the path illuminated by the light of understanding. Another day, another chapter of life unfolded. As I returned to the temple seeking guidance in my restless journey, the sun climbed higher, its light casting warmth upon the gathering. As Buddha spoke again, his voice steady and serene, Let me share another truth, Buddha said. Impermanence brings freedom from attachment, liberating the soul to embrace life's endless flow. He turned toward me, his expression soft and welcoming, as though he had been expecting my arrival before I even decided. Traveler, you have returned, Buddha said, his voice calm, resonating like an echo within the cavern of my searching spirit. Yes, Master, I replied, bowing deeply. My heart is full of questions, and my soul yearns for greater understanding still. Buddha gestured for me to sit, his motion unhurried, embodying the deliberate mindfulness that his teachings continually emphasized and demonstrated. What troubles you today, dear one? He inquired, his words gentle yet probing, inviting me to confront the turbulence within. Master, my mind is a battlefield, where desires and doubts clash, leaving me weary and lost in their endless struggle, I confessed. Buddha nodded knowingly, his eyes reflecting both compassion and the wisdom gained from witnessing the human condition. Through countless lifetimes, desires and doubts are but ripples on the surface of the mind. Stillness comes when you cease clinging to either, he said. But how does one let go when the heart yearns so deeply, and fear anchors it to the familiar shore? I asked. Yearning reveals longing for completion. Fear reveals attachment to illusions. Embrace neither, for true freedom lies in the middle path, he advised. His words stirred something within me, a small spark of realization glimmering amidst the dense fog clouding my understanding. Master, why does the mind create barriers to peace, knowing full well the suffering they cause? I asked earnestly. The mind seeks patterns and control, clinging to constructs for comfort. True peace arises when you surrender this futile grasping, he said. I reflected on his answer, feeling the weight of my own mental constructs, erected as shields yet imprisoning me within. Master, is surrender not an act of weakness, leaving us vulnerable to the chaos of existence? I asked with hesitation. Buddha stepped away, his figure dissolving into the night, leaving his disciples with the lingering warmth of his presence. The flame flickered once more before fading, its absence felt yet its essence carried within each heart. What if life's flow carries me to places of darkness and despair? How do I navigate such treacherous waters? I wondered aloud. Darkness teaches appreciation of light. Despair deepens compassion. Navigate by trusting your inner compass. Guided by love and mindfulness, he replied. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video. Where does one begin to make a difference? I asked. Begin within. For inner transformation ripples outward. A single act of kindness can inspire countless others, creating waves of change, he said. Master, is kindness enough to counter the cruelty that often dominates human interactions? I asked, skeptical of the power of compassion. Kindness may not erase cruelty, but it weakens its grip, planting seeds of hope in the hearts it touches, Buddha said. His words painted a picture of hope, where even amidst the harshest conditions, the resilient blooms of compassion could emerge. Master, I fear failure, not just for myself but in living up to the expectations placed upon me by others, I admitted. Expectations bind the soul, whether they come from within or without. Let go, and walk your path with authenticity, he advised. But how do I remain authentic when conformity demands I suppress parts of my true self? I asked, seeking his guidance. Authenticity shines through when you honor your truth while respecting others. Balance is the harmony between expression and understanding, he explained. As the sun dipped lower, painting the village in hues of gold, another disciple spoke, her voice trembling with emotion. Master, you speak of peace within. Personal growth enriches your capacity to serve others. Nurture yourself, and you will nourish those around you, Buddha answered wisely. The simplicity of his response resonated deeply, reminding me that self-care and service were not opposites but intertwined aspects of existence. Master, I seek clarity, yet the more I search, the more elusive it becomes. Why does clarity evade us? I asked. Clarity emerges not from searching but from stillness. Like a pond, the mind must settle for its waters to reflect truth, he said. I inhaled deeply, feeling the stillness of the moment, allowing his words to permeate the layers of resistance within me. Master, will I ever truly understand the lessons you share? Or am I destined to struggle endlessly? I asked vulnerably. Understanding comes with practice, not perfection. Struggle is the path to wisdom, shaping the soul through its trials, he reassured gently. The sun dipped lower, casting an amber glow over the temple, its light softening the sharp edges of my internal chaos. Master, is there an ultimate purpose to life? A reason for our existence beyond the fleeting joys and inevitable sorrows? I asked. Purpose is found in the present moment, where life unfolds. Seek not a reason, but live with presence and intention, he said. His words illuminated the simplicity and depth of being, reminding me to release the pursuit of answers and embrace the act of living. Master, I long to understand love, its essence and its power. How do we love truly and fully? I asked. True love is selfless, rooted in compassion, free from attachment and expectation. It flows freely, enriching both giver and receiver, he replied. I too felt the challenge of aligning my actions with the wisdom Buddha shared. The village, in its harmony, seemed less a model to follow and more an inspiration to ignite our own paths. As I walked away, the night enveloped me, not as a void, but as a space brimming with possibility and peace. Another day awaited. Another chapter of wisdom to unfold. Another opportunity to walk the path illuminated by love and mindfulness. The stars began to appear, their light mingling with the glow of the distant hills. Buddha spoke softly, his words carrying the weight of love and wisdom. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.